All right, welcome back to Just Enough Garage. Today, 400-mile trip for the pink Jeep. It will not be under its power, it'll be under my power. Alright, so as I said in the opener, this is the week. Tomorrow morning we're taking this thing 225 miles away to a state patrol inspection to look at a little tag on the flyer wall, get one piece of paper signed, and then we're going to come all the way back. Before I do that, I've got to get this moved here, and I got to get that Suburban moved there. So I guess you're getting a cold start and a loading scene, and then you're probably going to get some highway scenes, and you're probably going to get some frustration along there because it's just natural. Anyways,
2 cold starts.
yeah, oh yeah, we're going to be loading that one with the flat tires. And you know, I have those nice new tires in there, Mary, but see, this is the risk. This is the risk, and it says so in your paperwork. If ownership cannot be identified, like for some reason, let me tell you a story.
They seize it?
Yes, I could lose the Jeep. There is, I know the story told to me. But somewhere between when this man received it and he sold it to me, 2.5 years have passed. Something could have happened somewhere where all of a sudden this thing was in some kind of a paperwork limbo. And all of a sudden they'd say, okay, until we can establish, we'll seize the asset. Now I have a couple issues with that. First of all, it's personal property. Why is the government involved? I know, conspiracies, but really, you know, 9/10 of the law. I have receipts showing I purchased it. He has his documentation. It should be okay, but that's a risk. So it causes a little stress and anxiety when you're driving all this way just to, whoop, there you go, take my stuff. Will it happen? Gosh, I hope not. Anyways, I don't want to put the good tires on it. I guess what I'm saying. I really wish I hadn't changed the engine, but on the other hand, I needed to load it and unload it. So let's get rolling on that. There's going to be some antics, I'm sure, moving this thing uphill.
The rickshaw.
My plan is to get the rickshaw pulled up here, take the Suburban out, put it where the trailer was over yonder.
Over by the bathtub.
Oh, have you ever put that clip in with the tree from the neighbor that fell on my shop and everything?
No, I think that's in last week's video.
Oh, was it? Yeah, we're kind of goofed up right now.
We're ahead on filming, so...
Anyways, the dang tree fell over. It was a mess. I think Mary put some clips in there. It's windstorm. It's... Anyways, so then I think I can slither this pink one right on down the hill and on out onto my trailer. And then I'll put the Suburban. I think I might put the Suburban back over on this side. And then I'll put the pink Jeep when we come over there, because then when I make the turn this way to bring the trash out and cut it, because the next step, once the paperwork's done, I'll be able to slice it in half and make this abomination, and we'll move on. Yeah, exciting. Let's get rolling. Buy a Chevy, they said. You'll love it.
Sure looks pretty under here. Oh, hey, look.
Remember the last time this ran, Mary?
No, but the YouTube would.
Yeah, that was it. Because we were working on it right here, and I said I'd take it for a drive. I never did.
So here's your drive, months later.
I ain't taking it for a drive.
The drive is moving it out of the way and in the yard.
Brand new radiator cap from China when I bought the aluminum radiator. Look at that corrosion in there already. Come on. It has antifreeze.
Chinesium.
These guys, you know, we just got to stop buying this junk from them and demand better quality, but we keep doing it. We're like, oh, okay, I'll sell it to me because it's $113. I hate this dipstick. I'm not even going to check it.
Okay.
Because every time you pull it out, the tube comes out of the block.
Yeah, and it's all tangled up with your spark plugs anyways.
Yeah, well, what do I need oil for?
Well, you're not running it long enough.
Yeah. I'm just going to go down there, hit something, and back over there.
Oh, yeah, I got to move the wood bucket again.
That's all right. Let me get the battery.
We'll show you when it's running. Well, isn't that table a bit of perfection?
What could go wrong? It's not going to hook the bumper, Mary. Why would you even think that?
Well, we know about hooking bumpers in that trailer.
All right. So let's talk about this. I got some new subscribers. First of all, thank you. Sorry if I found a little hoarse. I've been under the weather. Let's just say that. 1964 Chevy Suburban. True. A couple years ago, I got it out of a field for $300. I'm not kidding you. Look, man, I'm not kidding. Anyways, that's a funny bit. I had the 283 in there, new gaskets, rebuilt, so to speak, painted. And I said to John, this is before YouTube days, I said, John, we should find us an old Chevy truck or an old Chevy Suburban or something to put that 283 in. Lo and behold, what I think you call this, Mary? Manifesting. I found this thing, $300. I had to go through the title stuff that I'm just complaining about with that one.
How long did it take for that one?
I'm still like another year and a half on this, or less. Well, less.
Yeah, because of the title work. It's 3 years, right?
Yeah, our state is severely undermining its people. So, sorry, I'm not focused. Let me focus. This project has new wiring harness. It has a bunch of new stuff. I've had a 5-speed in there from an S10 that I'd had for years. I put it together with it. I had the driveline custom shortened.
That carburetor we worked on.
Yeah, in fact, my friend Eric, thank you. This is going to be his real chance to see. We did the pointless distributor conversion. I did the cheap one. I should have gone with the better one. I don't know if it would have made a difference. This one currently works. It's just China, sometimes their product isn't as good as American-made stuff, but I can't even say that's true. I don't have the heater working yet. The fan, for some reason I couldn't find have to make some wiring harness for that. It didn't have it in there. Under here was some extra leftovers that are for like if I had a fuel injected motor and stuff, so I left all those wires in case I needed to. But do I have enough faith that I just put the battery in, I just close this and it's just gonna run?
You got gasolina in it?
I'm gonna say yes until
it don't do.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Remember back in the 50s, you always saw everybody on pictures, they get in from this side? I don't know why.
No, I don't remember the 50s. I wasn't alive.
They always show people in the movie, they get in from this side.
Oh, it'd be cool. Oh, here he comes. And he was climbing.
You know how your brain starts to work when it's triggered by memory?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that there was something wrong with this choke and it didn't quite start.
Oh, do we need to get out the good old trusty screwdriver to hold it open?
Let's see. Obviously, you got fuel, but it won't take throttle. It's hooked up.
Yes, it is.
And it has a Maltese cross on it. So now is it just, it's got to be all the way, or is it? You see what that little butterfly is doing when I hit the starter?
All right, we'll try. I'm going to put my hand in the fan, okay?
Yeah, good idea. Super limp. Is it a me problem? Am I trying to rush it? manual choke. Throw away all your electronics, get a manual choke, and then you're in charge of it.
Like a motorcycle.
I don't know what we're going to do when we get all these AIs. You're not going to be in charge of nothing. The AIs are going to be running the show, and you'll be like, oh, I don't know what it's doing. Put a manual choke on your AI, and you'll be all right.
Yeah, a cup of water.
Are those kayaks going to fall on it?
Yeah. Yours, at least. You're clearing some leaves against the wall, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, you put the air cleaner on, of course it'll die. Brand new.
Multi-crossed and going on it.
Make sure I didn't have the plastic on it still. I've seen that on the internet. You know what? You don't get an air cleaner. You don't want to film the side where the kayaks are going to get run over.
Oh, you want me to film the kayaks?
Well, that's what's going to get damaged, right?
Okay. Mary's safe because she's on 8 inches of concrete. Oh, blame. Sun's shining through real pretty. That'd be a good thumbnail if you needed it for this.
Just remember, all this could be yours if your price is right.
The price is right? You can go over. We'll let you go over. Pay us more.
Yeah. Clearly you can go over. If I cleaned it, $5 grand, nothing less. Take it or leave it. I know what I got. Anyways, yeah, no, I would sell this one, and I do have a title for it. It's just a project that we finished, and I get them so far, and then I'm kind of like, yeah, it needs a windshield. Brakes are new, tires are okay. New wiring harness, it runs.
You don't care about things looking pretty.
Clutch is new. Oh, I'm not a body man. I'm not even a real mechanic, Mary.
I thought you were going to say I'm not even a real man. I'm like, what?
No, I'm the last generation of the real men.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Okay. So let's take the battery now. I see Johnny's working on a trailer setup.
You want your Maltese cross?
Probably should.
Yeah.
All right, leave that there for 6 months.
4 years.
6 years?
Yeah. The 53 Ford we just sold sat in the yard for 6 years.
Yeah,
before we finished it.
She was a real prize too. That guy got a deal. I probably sold that too cheap.
Yeah, but he was happy with it, doing something with his kids.
And you know what? I never got a call back either. That's a win. When you don't get any information back from the people, consider it no news is good news. It did run good.
I mean, you did all see it go ice skating up in the mountains.
Yeah, well, you can link that video if you want.
Yeah, it's got a whole playlist.
This is supposed to be a short video this morning, just loading this, but this is kind of behind the scenes almost of what antics we have to do. Now, let's talk about this title. I keep saying it. I get it. But this is the reality of a project you get into, is you have to be able to dedicate the time. Don't fall for the trap that a lot of people do when they're watching YouTubes, or I can do this cheap, or I can do it fast. You're not that good. I'm sorry to say, it takes time. And a lot of times none of us have those huge shops and all the endless supply of income.
Where they say good, fast, and cheap, you get 2 of the 3, you never can get all 3. You're lucky to get 1, lucky to get 2, never to get 3.
I like good, but I can't do it fast or cheap. It is what it is, money-wise, and time is what it is. So, anyways, we're getting going on this. When we come back, if the paperwork all works out, we'll start getting rid of this stuff in the next video, getting it turned around. My plan is to sister that frame under this frame, weld it all together, have a drive line made, and actually have something.
He's got a whole drive line corner.
I do have a drive line corner.
Piecemeal together.
I got an aluminum one that came out of a 94 Chevy Suburban, and I think will fit this Turbo 350, even though it was a 460 electronic version. and it's a 10 bolt and was a half ton, so I think it's the same. And if I measure it, I might just have to have it shortened at the driveline shop. They rebalance it, boom, I'm on my way. I think they can do aluminum drive lines. I don't know. Race car stuff then. We'll put air in the tires, pull this piece of stuff together, and get the tarp out from under the hood, put air in the tires, get the junk out of the back so it can go 400 miles on the freeway. You know, and I'm anxious about it, and I usually don't talk about my emotion that much, but I absolutely hate everywhere south of here. Until you get into Eugene, Oregon or below, the freeway, this I-5 corridor is absolutely horrible. If you've ever traveled it, just go ahead and in the comments. It's horrible, no matter when you go. It's just horrible. It'll be stop and go 3 miles an hour the whole time, and everybody wants to cut in front of you, and it's just frustrating. It's frustrating. All right, rant over. So a couple weeks ago, remember I was putting out a request to say, where are you guys from? Who's watching? I've gotten a few requests. Responses to my requests. Tennessee was one of the answers, and for that fella, I think your name was James. I remember looking on your deal. Thank you very much. Appreciate you watching. You've been a long time guy. We've been seeing your comments for a year. Appreciate it. I've never been to Tennessee. It's on my to-do list. I've seen about half of the 50, so I'm about 25-ish. I can only get so far from the little corner of Washington out and then back is my...
With your vacation time.
Yeah, and if you fly somewhere, that's fine, and I've done that, and I've seen areas, but sometime I'd like to make a big old, you know, see them all. See them all. Let's get going here, Mary. Wiggle them wires, or turn the key, one or the other. I'll say when. You don't touch it till I tell you. Go ahead, try it. Stop. Stop. The second you need something, you depend on something, the second you're in a hurry, it's going to let you down. And I know what it's doing to me. So that battery was just perfect over there in that Suburban. No problem.
Seen it.
Now, disconnect one cable, put the battery charger on the battery only. But the nut on the solenoid seems to be loose, so it's sparking and arcing and making noise. And I don't know if you filmed any of that over there. I threw the hood over there in the grass because I hate that thing. And
he tried to. John was helping him though, so it got gently tossed.
He slowed me down. I know I'm coming across like a big jerk right now. And good. Get that battery charging.
It's working.
I know I'm coming across as a jerk right now, and it's just the frustration level. This is reality TV. This is reality. You can stand behind me all day. You're making me nervous.
Get
out of here.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you got it backed up to the wall. You got to crawl the wall.
Yeah. I know the things I've been to you kids. I can't trust you behind me.
He's sick, cold, and wet, so.
Let's not forget that I'm a little bit frustrated with the whole driving 400 miles for one piece of paper signature. That's our efficiency of our government at work. One day a week, you get 10 appointments. Now, how many people?
And 5 locations in the entire state.
How many people live in our state?
Something like that.
Millions of people live in our state. But all right, put that all the way to
kill.
All right, hook the battery back up. If it starts, we're pulling it ahead a couple of feet, cleaning all the stuff out, the debris. And of course, I spilled a rainbow right here with a little drip of gasoline.
You put it through the glass?
I think, you know what? I might be the author of my own problems. It's possible.
Yeah.
Go ahead and once you get that connected up, put it on boost. Yeah. You can fry that sucker. I'll burn all the wiring out of this.
We can redo wiring, our favorite thing.
We're so good at it.
There you go.
Clean junk. Clean
What a
junk.
rodeo.
Everybody, everywhere. Clean junk. Clean junk.
None of this junk is clean.
No, we're cleaning up the junk. Problem solved. Waterproof.
I think that goes to that gas tank. I wanted to throw it away, but I remember going, no. Darian, you might need this picture. Lord help you, you got to save that part. All I do is move things from one spot to another.
What do we call it? Moving piles?
Look at this. Look at this gasolina.
So that's why we have gasoline on the front.
That's not gas, that's water. Come on.
Match in the gas tank. Boom, boom.
Oh, that fixes your problem.
Right now. Oh, we need to put those back on someday.
Oh, yeah. I found where your water was coming from.
Yeah?
You got yourself a pit.
Remember when I say
Of
don't lose
despair.
these parts?
No, I wasn't around for that part.
Well, don't lose
Part of the
this.
parts.
More stuff here.
Got another brake line?
Who knows? Alright, let's put it over here on the school table. Put it in the scrap metal bin.
Oh, now you gotta pick them all back up again.
Oh, only one.
Anything else you want to take out?
Yeah, everything.
All right, 350. You're getting back out.
Throw the whole truck away.
Stop grabbing stuff out of there. It ain't coming with us. Grab everything. Grab everything. It's going in the scrap pile called a shop. Thank you, Mary.
Make sure to clear the path for us. Okay.
To everything.
I'm sure my anxiety levels will come down after I drive 400 miles not feeling well and argue. Oh, that's a license plate. That stays with it.
You said take everything. I'm listening.
Well, I just said take everything that I meant everything, not everything.
Oh, yeah, I'm a mind reader.
Try this. There you go.
It was on top.
I don't care.
Only got the one hand.
Put these back for 5 years.
We got a video on this thing.
That runs good now. Do you think this runs good? No, look, it doesn't even turn.
Well, we just
yeah.
replaced the fan with the propeller,
Oh.
and you're set.
There we go. We should attach that to it and throw boards of wood at it and see what happens. All right, we ready to destroy this Jeep on that trailer finally?
Sure.
Yeah, those parts can stay with it.
No, you got to crawl in from this side, Darian.
I'm not doing it again. This thing has nothing for brakes hardly.
So,
There's a piece of wood up there on that trailer, so when it's rolling ahead and I say stop it, stop it, stop it, that would be where you put the wood in front of the tire.
Put it behind it.
I know what you're doing there.
forgot something, didn't you?
There's not even a freaking handle to open the freaking window.
Oh,
Can I come forward more? How much can I do for this is in the way?
You got 3 feet.
yeah, you can go all the way forward and open your door. Back, back, back. nailed it.
Yeah, see, this is where it's called communication. You guys have to be able to say, Darian, you're hitting. This is the look of frustration from 3 individuals.
He has a poop-eating grin.
Well, I'm laughing now.
You guys got to work out this whole.
Come here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is what was dragging.
This isn't the way you're supposed to do it. It's supposed to be centered. You guys have to use signals like, "Hey, move over, move over." Anyways,
You really want to
was on
back
that
up
side of
the
the
hill
truck.
off the
look,
trailer?
how far is it
Looked
to?
good on my
How
side.
far is it to the Grand Canyon from here? Another 800 miles or something after we already did 400.
Yeah.
Let's just take it down there and just.
No, we'll
Well,
have
that'd
problems
be a
with that.
great video.
Well, okay. See, I thought it didn't matter because you're cutting off the back. You
Yeah.
don't love it.
But that's the piece we need, right?
We
That's
need
literally
about
the
that
only
much.
piece we're gonna need.
Oh, it'll be fine. It was Bondo anyways.
Not Bondo. This is real metal.
It was
All right,
Bondo
now, are we good enough to be able to back this
Are we
thing up
just good enough?
with Jackanini brakes to?
I think you just need to get out your floor jack and just.
Yeah, but the center is a stupid open carb trailer. There's no place to put a jack. It's plywood I put in there, so I was quit twisting my ankle years ago.
Yes.
What if I just put it in reverse, hit the throttle, and it would walk over like this?
Well,
Oh.
you have to push it that way, otherwise it'll come this
All right, push it that way when I'm walking it backwards.
I just want to point out our beautiful blue skies today.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful day.
So, all right.
So,
Trailer burnouts.
Trailer burnout.
no.
Trailer
We're
burnout.
moving the rear end over. The burnout.
This is necessary evil.
You got it.
I was nervous about you putting your hand.
I'm not gonna put my hand in there when it's on top of the
Go ahead and
fender.
say, Darian,
That means
you're
do-
really good at this stuff. You should own more junk.
I don't know why you didn't do that from the start. Why'd you have to drag it along there anyway?
Oh, it's all for the build-up of YouTube. You got to have reality TV. You got to have some frustration, some anger. It really draws in the.
You know what would help? Just pulling your cap down.
It, it really draws in if you have some antics.
You just made it worse.
So, all right, let's take a vote. Who's ready to go to the Grand Canyon and throw this in?
My hand's not up.
Would it be?
No.
Jenny, you're outvoted. Dude, Mary, she didn't vote.
I did vote by not raising my
All
hand.
right, let's up the horseplay. We're going to strap it down tomorrow. You're going to see it somewhere 200 miles from here. Maybe we'll give you a tour of this town. I have only been here 2 or 3 times in my life.
Hoquiam.
Hoquiam. I hope we can make it to Hoquiam.
I think Hoquiam's the town with blind crossing signs.
For blind people?
Yeah, specifically with signs saying, hey,
How
watch
would
out, there's
you know
blind people.
that?
Because I drove through it a couple years ago with Courtney and her
All right,
husband.
We do have to go past Olympia, which is the capital of Washington, in case anyone's interested. We'll try to get a capital view of the rotunda. It's impressive, but
It's the same as every other rotunda.
full of liars. Anyways, let's move on with life. Okay, that's it. Let's check with you tomorrow. We'll throw the hood on. We'll strap this piece of pink Jeep down and move on with our lives. All right, good morning. It's Johnny, Mary, and myself. Got the pink Jeep. Maybe you can see it in the trailer. We're just starting our epic journey. I'm trying to keep this positive, but I am not looking forward to this cell section. The speed limit we're currently at is 70, but then in about, I don't know, 20 miles it goes to 60, and it's going to be 60 all the way till we almost get there. 3 hours, 33 minutes is what Google says. We all know that's going to be wrong, so we're starting several hours ahead of time just to make sure we're where we need to be. We'll get some paperwork signed, turn around and come back, hoping maybe to have a hamburger lunch somewhere at this old diner. Okay, you want to hear a story time with Darian while we're seeing some scenery? So this little valley we're going through, I recall this is a moment when I was probably 10 or 11 years old. My dad had a job selling welding supplies, and he needed to come down here for some reason, and we drove down here. It was summer. We drove down here in the morning just as the sun was coming up, kind of over the mountain, just like that. We were driving about an 83, 82 Dodge D100 little pickup that his company had owned. And I just remember coming through that valley with the sun coming up going, wow. It was the first time you, as a young man, as you kind of became aware that, you know, you'd gotten away from your home a little ways. And anyways, it's just one of those things as I was coming through the valley and I was seeing the geese. There, you can see the geese out there. I don't know, maybe you can see them.
They're out there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of white ones. Anyways, second story was story time with Darian. in a few seconds here, we're coming up on a bridge. You'd have to check the date, Mary. I don't know. Google it. But this is I-5. We're on I-5. So this highway goes from Canada all the way to San Diego. If you just get on the I-5 freeway and you go south, you're going to go right to Mexico to Canada. Anyways, we're on this section here. This bridge fell down. I can't remember the year. Mary will add it. 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10, 15 years ago, something like that.
Anyways, Washington has a really, they've been doing a terrible job with their road system. It's overloaded, it's broken down. I don't know, maybe the country's in better shape other places. You know, comment if you think you got a good state, but ours has done a horrible job of maintaining. This section of the bridge fell into the river. We're going to cross a river down here. It fell into the river, people were on it, nobody died. What they did is replace that one section. I don't know, maybe they reinforced the rest, but that bridge, if you had 100%, brand new 100%, this bridge was at 11% before it fell. And as far as I know, they just put up a new section. So you guys can Google that. We're gonna just be crossing it here in a minute. Just to be honest with you, I always let the traffic kind of give me a gap just in case. I hate crossing it with the semis because I'm just paranoid now. It's just you know?
Makes you think about that with every bridge.
Yeah, there was a fella that was driving a Dodge truck with a travel trailer, and he fell in there with that and some cars, and it's just a horrible thing to have to go through.
Yeah, and it was like midday too. It wasn't like during a rush. It was just a normal traffic.
Like, I'm done. Bridge fell in.
Yeah, it was like a Tuesday or something. Normal traffic.
I don't know. Maybe you can Google it. Mary can find you a link maybe or something put in there.
That was the way I remember. The Canadian truck driver hit the bridge.
God, we're not talking about Canada today.
Yeah, but it was a Canadian truck driver that hit the corner of the bridge because he didn't convert the measurements right.
All right, so you're saying somebody bonged it.
Yeah, they hit the corner. They were in the right lane.
Now we're gonna go left lane because that's the way traffic is. Anyways, this first section we're on right here. This is the piece they replaced right there. And now here's the old section. And I showed them the river, Mary.
Oh, river.
All right, we'll get back with you in a little while. We're just gonna give you updates from time to time. We've gone 35 miles so far, not a lot. So that's the third highway patrolman we've seen in 20 miles.
Yes.
And we were joking. Mary said, well, it's the end of the month. I said, no, it's the end of the year. They screwed off all year. They're going to make their money in the last day or two. We haven't seen any here since COVID. When was the last time you saw a highway patrolman anywhere?
In this county?
Anywhere on this.
I see maybe one a quarter.
Yeah.
In our local section of I-5.
That's three. That's three that we've seen. They had people pulled over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, here's some more of that valley if you're interested. Otherwise, play the music, watch the scenery. So we're just coming into like the bad part of this trip. And the left lane here is a carpool lane, which I might utilize even though I have a trailer. No rule says you can't.
It says Linwood in 4 miles, Seattle.
Yeah, we're
15, whatever.
We're 15 miles out of Seattle. But I remembered I wanted to give you guys a tech tip. Tech tip of the day: towing a trailer. Anybody who tows a trailer knows this. There'll be certain cars that come up to the back of your trailer and they just hover there. They just sit there and let the road spray go on them, and they don't pass. They're not actively doing nothing. And so it's called a trailer wag. You like let the trailer drift over the line a little bit and wag towards them, and it creates a little bit of a narrow space in their mind, and they'll freak out, and then they'll actually pass you. Then you can go on over. Because if you don't, there's not enough room for you to pass, and they'll just stay there for 30 minutes. I don't know why they do that, but you'll see it with big trucks. You'll see it with passenger vehicles. So it's called the trailer wag. You just get the trailer to wag a little bit, then they go, oh my God, and it wakes them up, and all of a sudden they're going again. That's the tech tip. The what?
That's the tech
Yeah,
tip.
trailer wag.
Trailer wag.
Trailer wag.
Fishtailing, but controlled.
No, you're just letting it drift over the line towards them a little bit. You're watching in the mirror, then all of a sudden they'll be like, oh, I gotta get going, I'll get hit. There you go. It's calculative. It's on purpose. You know? You just want that guy to pass you because you like having a lane available. If they start jamming up, you want to have an escape route, Mary.
Where's the X in escape?
Huh?
Where's the X in escape?
Escape route. Yeah, it's at the beginning. Escape route.
Oh, I've been misspelling it all this time.
Yeah, well, you're public schools. Come on.
You graduated
From public schools? Yeah, that's where I learned.
Actually, I graduated a different district than you.
Well, I'm sure it's the same overlords.
Oh, yeah.
Who cares? Oh, North Carolina. Thanks for your comment. South Carolina. Thanks for your comment. Tennessee, we already mentioned.
South Cali.
Oh, we got one from California?
Southern Cali.
Southern California. Nice to see you. Thanks for watching. Hey, comment about that Peterson. Have you been there, South California? Anyways, I'm sure you have. Most people have. It's over 1,000 miles from me, and I always wanted to do it. So, anybody from Oregon? Tell me if you've seen the Spruce Goose, because I have. I've been to your place. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll let you know as we get through. I think the next clip is us going under Seattle. There's a part of the highway that goes under the streets up here. And I'll tell you a story, so stay tuned. So if you notice on the video, we're in no man's land here in the center. Well, lane ends in a half a mile. You have to do a trailer wag. This guy won't pass. No, Subaru, imagine that. Anyways, this center lane is called the express lane. I'm going to express myself. I don't want to move over. Well, Sue, there you go. He got the idea. Signal didn't mean nothing to him. Anyways, this lane here will change. In the mornings, it's coming this way into the city. In the afternoons, they'll switch traffic and you'll go the other way. And right down there on that part of the highway is the main I-5. And a bunch of years ago, I was driving a car that belonged to Mariana. We were driving it to California, and there was snow, and there was a lot of snow here. And everybody was lined
February.
Everybody was lined up behind the snowplow, and he was doing one lane. So I get over in the other lanes, and there had been some other tracks. And you go ahead and tell them, Mary, how frustrated you were with my driving.
I wasn't necessarily frustrated, but I was confused and laughing. So it's a bunch of slush. They had done plowing, right? Because obviously it's a busy city area. But we're in between plowing. They're just doing the fresh. So there's a couple inches of slush. It's in between rushes. We got this perfect pocket. And Darian says, I'm not going behind that snowplow. I'm going through the slush. So he picks a lane. Not a lane that exists, but he picks one where it's a good slush that matches up with the wheels. And he goes...
Tracks. I picked tracks.
Tracks. Yeah.
Yeah.
He picked a lane and he went with it all the way to...
Oh, we were in that was tracks. It was perfect for the Subaru width, but you could see that we were in between lanes.
Yeah, we were straddling.
All right, Canada, it's time to play our favorite winter game, pick a lane and go. You know the rules. Find an imaginary lane and stay in it as long as possible. So far, doing great, no competition.
Mary was upset with me. I said, it's easier to steer if I'm in between.
I wasn't upset. I thought it was hilarious.
We were going like 40 where everybody else is going 15, and we're just over here by ourselves.
Yeah, and there's nobody around. It's all empty. It's the emptiest we've ever seen it.
To be honest with you, that was the fastest I'd ever gone through Seattle.
Absolutely.
In a snowstorm. Ever. I mean, this traffic's going to stop here any second.
We went through this whole thing in probably 45 minutes, and it'll normally take you 2.5 hours.
Yeah, boom.
Just straight through.
Yeah, there was nobody on the road. Yeah, we were going to Anaheim, I think, that day.
Yeah.
No, we had to go to the airport and get 2 other people. Some of our party flew, some of us
We went to Long Beach, and you went and saw that.
Ohio. Iowa.
The naval ship.
Iowa.
Was it Navy?
All right,
Yes.
so check out this freeway. Now we're under this part, which is going over the lake. I don't know if you can see.
That's Lake Washington out there.
Yeah, the Husky Stadium's over to the left. I think that's what they call it. Well, you can kind of see it in the fog.
Yeah.
And then you should, if you look just right through the fog, you should be able to see the Space Needle.
But I don't know if it'll wave out today.
That's where it's at. Yeah, we're getting into Seattle here. This is not the underground part of Seattle, but
It's the under the bridge part.
Well, anyways, so you've ever heard that Seattle has an underground tour? What it is this is all built on a hill and it goes downhill. And when people originally built their first buildings in Seattle, the roads were not paved, and the mud and slush and all this stuff that came down the hill started loading up, and these buildings were getting buried. So then the people would put up a retaining wall so that the mud wouldn't come into their store, and there'd be a little spot you could walk around. Well, eventually they closed those sidewalks, and then the mud just kept going up. Finally, they got a road bed, so then the first floor became the basement, and the second floor became the street level. And some of the old buildings, you can see they changed. Anyways, it's called the Underground City because there's sections of that you can go through now, and they've put glass and stuff in the sidewalk so there's natural light. You used to be able to walk around down there in the 1890s, you know.
Oh, let's see. I could see it.
There's a Space Needle, yeah.
Yeah, you can barely see it through the fog.
There she is. Yeah, if you haven't been out to the West Coast on a trip, it's worth it. It's worth your trip to come out here. Do it in summer, spring or summer. Fall's nice. Winter, it just rains. This is a typical day. This is the end of.
Welcome to a Seattle, Washington winter.
Yeah. And down through here, there's a lot of exits. It's a mess. You know, this is all from the 1960s. It's well used. And this lane here, you don't want to be in this lane very long.
No, it turns into an exit, and then you're
Fifth
screwed.
and Columbia, all of a sudden you take an exit, and boom, you're in downtown.
Yeah, and then Mercer and Pike are off to the other side, and that gets you down to Pike's Place.
I think it narrows up to one lane when we're on the underneath side, because you see the lines.
Yeah, because everything turns into exit. That's your downtown way. Then over here you got HOV, but it also turns into an exit. So you got your single lane. And this is the expressway though, so.
Just turn on my lights. Nobody will see that pink Jeep back there. It'll surprise you. A lot of graffiti in here.
And tile. We need to tile our concrete. For why? I don't know.
Actually, once we get south of this a little ways, we get down by the Boeing field. That's one of the original Boeing airline manufacturers. Boeing field started in the 1920s.
Not one of the original.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's Boeing. Anyways, this is where they build planes. I guess they've been bad press, whatever, but it's any business. It comes and goes. People have problems, whatever. Anyways, it's a big industry producer down here. So if you live down this area, maybe you're a Boeing employee or know somebody who worked there.
Same thing with working at Microsoft,
that's
though,
the
around
exit.
here.
It takes you all the way down. Ask me how I know. Even though it has a carpool.
See, and now we're getting ready to join back up with the normal I-5 here. Start meshing in together again.
Yeah, that's tricky, man.
Yeah, but it just laces you right through downtown Seattle, and
Yeah, see, country mice like us don't go to the city mice area very much, so.
No. Oh, there's the Smith building. That's in the video.
Yep. West Coast tour.
There's the CenturyLink field. Oh yeah, Smith building again. So.
Yeah, anyways, what you always want to do is drive a 25, 21-year-old truck through downtown with a manual shift and trailer. That's always a good idea. That's where my anxiety is coming from the last few days, because it's like, then if you leave a space.
Who eats pickles with quinoa?
I don't know.
Alright, I'm sorry, it was just so
Maybe you
cursed.
can see those stadiums over there.
Yeah, that's what I was like, T-Mobile Park, and I don't know if it's CenturyLink anymore, but yeah. You're into football and
that was
soccer.
where the Kingdom was. They blew that up, even though it wasn't paid for yet. Built those other ones.
Yeah.
Sure we still owe money on that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then this is all the bridges we have. All of them. All of them.
That's too bad it's foggy. Seattle's a beautiful city. It's an Emerald City.
That. With the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
It's pretty run down in some areas, though. It's like all cities, you know. It's not as bad as Detroit, but I was in Detroit one time in the 90s, and it wasn't as bad as I guess it is now. But anyways.
See you soon.
Yep. Well, pretty exciting. Tacoma Dome.
Whoa, babe.
Yeah, rain again, surprise. So we've been about 2 hours maybe to get this far.
Yeah.
We left at 8:30 and it's now 10:30,
Yeah.
10:40.
About's there.
So we should be an hour late.
Oh yeah. The American Car Museum.
Of course, everybody's slowing down going up the hill.
Oh, there's the rest of Tacoma. How
Hey,
exciting.
Tacoma.
How exciting.
This part of the freeway is not too bad typically. Because it's wide. They've made it wide through here. This is a Friday morning. This is, what is today's date? December 27th?
Yeah.
So we're filming this December 27th. Friday morning, 10:30. We're just down south of Tacoma. Yeah. So you see that Gig Harbor, Bremerton? The other spot was Bremerton I could go to, but they didn't have any appointments. So we're going to continue this way to Olympia, then hang a right and go out towards the Pacific Ocean.
Yeehaw.
Because where we've always been, we're inside. If you look on Washington, maybe Mary will put up a map. Anyways, it's called Puget Sound. Washington has a big cutout like this. It's all a big bay that's over here. We're going to go to the bottom of that bay and then turn out. I mean, it's massive, right? So, anyways, Bremerton's on the inside of that bay. You go to the bottom and hook over, I understand. I can't recall ever being there. I rarely go to that part of Washington. Rarely.
Yeah. Unless there's something to do.
Unless you need to get a state patrol thing done.
Oh, how many are we up to now that we've seen?
Oh, cops? We're over 9, I think 8 for sure.
Yeah, 8, 9. There was a car up on the concrete edge,
Yeah.
completely up sideways.
Yeah, I don't know. Texas is driving. I only thought he'd make his own lane. So we had to slow down, but it wasn't on this side. It was on the northbound side.
Yeah.
But we were still slow. You know how everybody got to look and gawk and look.
Rubbernecking.
Rubbernecking. Maybe that doesn't happen to you guys, but it sure happens here. There's a typical sign. That's when we're coming. We're just now doing about 55 miles an hour. It's just
I can't drive.
we've done well. The other lanes have been stopped on the other side, so we've done well not to be completely stopped.
Yeah, people don't try to F you over as much when you have a trailer. They're afraid.
Well, I always leave a big space.
As is the law.
But if I leave a space like that, pretty soon they're going to start jumping in there. But if I don't, on wet pavement, I'm afraid that I'm going to be the old accordion on them. You know? Like I say, brakes are important, and we have good brakes, but it's wet pavement, man. What do you expect?
With a bunch of oil from all the folks.
See, the truck weighs about 9,000 pounds. The trailer's probably another 2,000, and the Jeep's probably 2 to 5. So yeah, I mean we're not as heavy as those guys, but we're heavy.
Not as beefy.
Anyways, here's some more at Tacoma. Yay, Chuck E. Cheese.
Yay! Oop! We dropped the phone. Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, it's not very exciting.
They've got a bunch of these hot air balloon signs on top of their places.
Yeah, so we're just getting into south of Tacoma here is the Joint Air Force Base McCord. Joint Base McCord. So you military guys would maybe recognize that. Maybe you've heard about it. Maybe you come over here for some training or something. It's a big one here in Washington. So anyways, this is the whole area. So if you're from that area, I guess you're getting a little stomping ground, a reminder.
Yeehaw.
Well, Mary, what do we see up there? Number 9 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see.
Well, they're pulling over one-ton trucks today.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 or
These
10.
buggers, you know.
We saw the most in King County and Skagit.
Yeah, I don't even know what county we're in now.
Pierce County.
We're in Pierce County.
Yeah, we're in Pierce County. Mary knows maps and stuff. She likes that, so
Yeah,
she knows where we are.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll get to it when we get to Olympia. We'll see you guys in a bit.
Ta-da!
Oh, see, there's a tank.
Ta-da! It's hiding behind a tree, kind of, but ta-da! Look, ta-da!
That's about it. That's about what you can see from the highway.
And razor wire. So exciting.
Yeah. That was the highlight of our trip.
That's all, folks.
Anyways, any of you guys are veterans, thank you for your service.
Here's state capitol traffic. It's the worst traffic we've reached so far.
Yeah. We need to go 1 mile and then turn right.
To get onto the 104.
101, I think you want to exit 104. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Same thing, different font. Oh.
There's the Capitol Dome. You see it up there, Mary? Zoom in.
Oh yeah, I'm zooming, but can't very well see it through the fog and the lights and the fog. It's. Oh, maybe I can get a freeze frame of it.
Hey, John. What year did Washington become a state?
No clue.
No clue. All right, put it in the comment if you know. I know. Mary knows.
So you let us know and tell us what year your state was made a state, or your country, around the world.
Yeah, there you go. There's a trivia. Just put down my state became a state in this year, and then
don't tell us.
Don't tell us the state, and then Mary will figure it out.
Yeah, Mary likes that kind of stuff.
She's actually very good with maps and trivia.
I haven't traveled much, but I want to.
Yeah, what? I need to start getting right somehow into this.
Yeah, this mess.
It said right 2 lanes, so maybe that meant that this lane will go there too.
Yeah, because that's a shoulder. Well, we'll film this great success while it happens.
And what could go wrong? We've come thus far without problems.
The little sign on the back of that bus says not in service. Sorry.
I think I'm going to try to jump in front of the semi because they it's traffic stop. I don't think I want to do that.
I don't think it'll work.
I'm going to do the old pull over last minute thing.
Oh, really mess with everyone?
Yeah. It's payback for all the guys who passed me.
Well, if you're just driving with your blinker on the whole time.
Well, John says that one's intermittent on the trailer, so.
Oh, look, third Cybertruck of the day, guys.
Yeah.
And 10 patrols we're up to. Ooh, an old 60s bug.
All right, looks like traffic just cleared itself.
Problemo solved.
Yay!
Yay!
Another successful move.
Now, this technically...
Mile. Use the right 2 lanes to take exit 104 for US 101 north toward Aberdeen, Port Angeles.
This technically beautiful bridge. Goes straight through the middle of Olympia, but because it's like in between hills and valleys right by the
Use the
ocean
right
here.
2 lanes to take exit
At
104.
Google, we get it. I'm in the right 2 lanes.
You can't hardly see any of the...
Capital Lake.
Because we're right around the lake. We don't see.
I guess if you go to the internet, you can see the Capitol Lake has a lot of homeless camps around it just below the Capitol. And if you look back, I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the fog.
No, I don't know.
Well, the road turns here. You should be able to see that Capitol Dome and all that. Now, I know I'm talking a lot of crap, but this is a
Oh, there's the
so
rotunda.
it makes sense that we have some problems that are similar to California and Oregon.
Well,
In LA, Seattle, they're all the same.
you definitely see the Space Needle easier than you can see the
It's
rotunda.
just a foggy day. All right, probably an hour away from our destination now.
We're on Highway 8 now.
Yeah, we're 40 miles from our destination, approximately. And this is just going here through the forest. I got 1 thumbs up from actually a Toyota 4Runner from a guy from California. He gave me 1 thumbs up. I think it's because of the Jeep, but then I thought, well, maybe it's because we're so famous he actually knows who we are. No, nobody knows who we are.
Do we know ourselves?
No, we don't even know who we are. Anyways, off to the left-hand side, I'll give you a little story time with Darian.
Oh, story time.
You'll see there's some trails and some roads. This is a great big tract of land. Huge tract of land. They call it the Capitol Forest. It's an off-road park. Just Google it. You can come here yourself and ride all the trails.
Can hardly see him.
And we've come down here a few times, Johnny and I, and camp in the motorhome and camp down here, rode motorcycles all over this mountain and stuff. You know, it's a long ways from the house, but it's a fun summertime activity to run through the forest. It's a logging area. It is constantly being turned over in wood, but it's managed by the, I guess, the Department of Natural Resources, DNR. Anyways, just if you're ever in the neighborhood, we're only about 100 miles from Portland right now. Well, Oregon. Portland's a little further south. But anyways, we're about 100 miles we've come quite a ways down this state this morning. Anyways, off here to the left somewhere is the parking lot. And I'm going to tell you this, Mary's going to film it. Because someday you're going to come here and say, I can't find that dang parking lot because Google is horrible at it. So you're going to be going west on this highway we're on. What did you say? Highway 8?
Highway 8.
Yeah, we're like 20 minutes right now out of Olympia. You just saw. It turns the forest. And up here is going to be a pass through. And you just go through this trail in the woods and you think, no way, that's not it. And then it turns into a huge parking lot up there.
It's like the end of Baker Lake.
It's just at the end of something. We drove back and forth 4 or 5 times one day trying to find it. Because Google, you know, it's the typical Google. Turn left, turn left, turn left, turn around. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't. I don't even know if I'll be able to find it. Rock Candy Mountain Road, that's it. That's what you're looking for. It's this one right here.
The do not enter one?
Yeah, exactly. You turn there, and then you turn there, and then you go straight down that trail with the orange paint on the tree. Horrible directions. When you get in there about a quarter mile, then it opens up into a real parking lot, but you swear it's a driveway. You're just like, what the heck is this?
The do not enter side was for the opposite, but it looked pretty.
It looked hokey. They don't have no signs, 0 signs.
But it's a national.
Well, yeah, it's an off-road park, and there's no signs, and you think there's like an outhouse style bathroom in there and a big gravel parking lot. You pull in there, and you're like, what the heck is this? Of course, you get your typical burned out cars with some homeless camps you go past, and then you're like, are we even in the right place? Yeah, you are. So, good luck. Anyways, we'll let you know when we get closer. We're close. Thanks for sticking with us. Hope it's not too boring. Okay, I don't know if you can see. We're in Aberdeen. We're just pulling in. You see right here this slough, this bay. If you look on the map of Washington, not the Columbia River, you come up a ways, you're going to see a great big inlet on the map. And that's where we're just right now. That's where the river is, this estuary. We're going to top this hill here, Mary. You'll be able to see, I hope, where we're at, you'll be able to see more of the bay. We might have to go further.
Yeah.
We're probably 10 or 15 miles from our actual destination.
3.5 miles, 10 minutes.
All right. So there you can see some grain towers way over there. You can see the great big bridge. You can see that this is a little inlet. Once industry. Aberdeen's a logging town. Hoquiam's a logging town. There's trees all around us.
Said it on the sign. It also said come as you are, which is
it's just now what, noon?
Yeah, but
so we're an hour ahead of schedule, which is perfect. So that gives us time to stop here in Aberdeen, have some lunch.
Come as you are is a lyric from a Kurt Cobain song. It was on the sign. I was like, did you notice it?
This is his hometown.
Yeah.
Old Kurt.
Yep.
Oh, slow down, I'm doing 33. Oh man, I'd hate to be throwing the hoot scow over here over 3 miles an hour.
The who's cow.
Oh, there's a DQ.
Oh.
Loving it.
KFC at T-Mobile. Oh, it's just like every other jerkwater town in this.
Yeah, imagine that.
In this place. Oh, the McRib is back.
Oh, well, forget that. I'm going over to the DQ to have myself a burger.
All right, we'll see you later.
After lunch. I know I said we would go to an old-timey diner. Turns out this one is an old-timey diner. It's just a Dairy Queen. So, finished lunch. What a beautiful thing. Nah. Anyways, what are we, like 3 miles away, Mary?
Yeah.
And an hour ahead of schedule. Worked out perfect so far. Drawbridge ahead.
A graded bridge deck.
Slight right onto Fuller Way.
Not exactly sure what that means.
A graded bridge deck?
No, slight right.
Means you're going that way.
No way.
Yeah. That's what it means.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it meant.
It's okay, you'll just turn at the light.
Okay, well, here I gotta get
At the
over.
light, turn right onto South F Street.
Yep.
Street.
Oh yeah, no, it's a bunch of mess down here.
Why didn't it say? Be in the right lane.
That guy looks like he has a grenade.
Yeah, it probably does. A little war memorial.
You can't hardly see it behind a tree.
Well, no, it looks like there was a building that got tore down.
Oh yeah. It's an old town.
Okay, Okay, correction.
In 200 feet at the traffic circle, continue straight onto North F Street.
What?
It's a circle. You can't go straight.
We're going straight over there.
Jack and Ninnies.
In 500 feet, turn left onto East 1st Street.
You can't turn left onto East 1st Street. You gotta exit the circle first.
At the light, turn left onto East 1st Street.
Ooh, look at those asbestos.
Oh yeah, it could be wood. Yeah. Turn left on East 1st. I remember this town. It's all one ways, and
Oh yeah. It would make more sense for it to be wood, seeing as how it's a logging
this is an
town.
old town.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are getting the whole tour today.
East 1st Street for half a mile.
Yeah, the whole place.
I came all the way down here for one signature.
Oh, there's Aberdeen skyscraper.
There it is.
A whole 5-6 stories.
There's some locals.
Oh yeah.
Hi, locals. This is the main drag in town, apparently.
It seemed less busy than the drag one
Well,
block
you know what?
over.
It's bigger than the town we live in, so
That's true. It is.
we just went to the city.
Aberdeen is bigger than where we live.
Out of the way, Toyota. Alan, we're up to 11 highway patrolmen so far.
Oh yes, 11.
There's the postie office.
Oh,
It hasn't been updated in half a century or more. Physical therapy. All those loggers got bad problems with being loggers. Yeah, it's the old town. Look at those old houses.
all the shanks and shangoins.
Look at this guy. Do you think he parked on the street?
Oh
In
no!
1,000 feet, turn right
You're not
onto
getting a
North Alder
signature
Street.
from State Patrol
Google tells me to turn right. I'm assuming it's where the light is.
on Alder Street with the light.
Huh, imagine that. A logging town named after trees, alder trees.
What?
Michigan.
Oh, that's not a tree.
No, that's a place. Here we are.
Sure, it's a
At the
person.
light, turn right onto North Alder Street.
Sure, let's do it.
Those are pretty colors. Think the same guy owns them and rents them out?
Who knows? 101. So why didn't I just stay on it on the bridge?
Yeah, it took you longer because the 101 goes out along the top of the peninsula
Continue for 1.5 miles.
and down, goes around.
It was the same bridge. It just cut me through town through that roundabout.
Oh,
That's the same road. I could have just come up here and made a 90-degree turn. Followed. That was the road we were literally on, Google.
I thought you meant the 101 when we turned off of
No,
the I-5.
no,
Because I was going to say the 101 is what takes you out to Port
We
Angeles.
went this way, and then all we had to do was follow it. But it took me through town because it thought, hey, you're not towing a trailer. Let's just go through town. Come on, Google.
Oh,
get it
Simpson.
together.
There we go. That's a tree.
Yeah. Anyways, I wasn't listening. We're going to be coming up on here pretty quick.
Yeah.
All right, the antics are over. Time to. Oh, here's another part of town. Look at this, Mary. This is the main drag.
All these main drags.
Old Ford truck, Mustang up on
AutoZone, AutoZone.
zone. I don't know. We're not looking for old cars very well, are we? They get a lot more rain out here. You can tell by the.
But it is.
Well, yeah, by the way it is. But like all that green algae on those signs and stuff in those houses.
Oh yeah.
They get
All
a lot,
over
It's
people's.
all over the place. We get it.
Oh look,
A
Aberdeen
DQ.
has 2 DQs.
Yeah, we could have came to this one.
Would have been closer to her.
That's the same one.
Actually, I think no, it's not the same one, Joe. Actually, I think I've been to that one before. One time here, This is Just Enough Garage and myself came out here to the beaches a few summers ago, and I think we ate there once because.
Oh, another chiropractic clinic. Big surprise. There's also a lot of dental places we've seen.
All right, this tour. This
O'Reilly.
35-cent tour.
Woohoo, baby.
All right, turn that crap off. We'll let you know if we get past or not on the state patrol issue. Oh, there's some little cabins. Imagine winning. There's a lottery sign right by the worst part of town. Another Mustang up on blocks.
Yeah.
There's a Toyota. There's a Project.
A Toyota.
Yeah, that crime scene. Somebody hit that with our car.
That's a common thing around these parts.
I don't want to be running down your town. If you're a Just Enough Garage subscriber and you live in this town, I'm not running your town down.
It's bigger than ours,
It's
so
just
you know.
funny some of the things you notice. Please come to our town and run it down. I won't be offended.
We'll laugh with you.
Yeah. Oh no, they have a Dollar Tree. What town in America doesn't? I think we're lost because I'm seeing a town there that says Hoquiam, and we're not supposed to be that far, Mary.
Yes, you're right on the edge of Hoquiam. See, look, it's at the next light. You see that
Do
light?
I gotta turn left?
Yeah.
So I should know that now because I'm in the wrong lane for turning left. At the light, huh?
Yeah, at the light. The light.
800 feet, turn left onto Myrtle Street. Take the next left onto Myrtle Street.
That's not at the light, Mary.
Well,
It's at the veterinarian spot.
oh, it's because I'm looking at the light there on the map. I'm doing multiple
In
things at
1,000
once.
feet, turn right onto Pacific Avenue.
The Google doesn't know that our truck is red, not green.
Yeah, I remember this town is full of one-ways. We're gonna go up there by the granary at least. I mean, that's worth something.
Yeah.
Stop by the Rite Aid.
Oh, don't worry. There's an Aberdeen Ave. There's a Pacific Ave. It's
By
all.
the Viper Vapor.
Oh yeah.
See, there's the sign. It says, "Welcome to Aberdeen." So we're just now out of Aberdeen.
Well, yes. This is Hoquiam on this side, and this is Aberdeen on this side.
You think
it's-
they're rivals?
Myrtle
For years
Street
they were saying, "Go back to your town." and
crosses in between them.
then- Here's a Corvette for sale. Look at that Corvette.
Take the second right onto Pacific Avenue. Then your destination will be on the right.
Second right. There's
This one. This
Right
one.
here?
Yes, this one.
Right here?
It says no trucks, but you know.
Oh, State Patrol. That's exactly what we were looking for.
Weird. You have arrived at your destination.
Your destination is on the right.
I think they're close. It better not be.
Those bozos. You know, Dad, at the State Patrol office, I see 0 State Patrol guys.
What does that say? This is closed? What does that say? What does that sign say?
Bin Lane is closed today due to illness.
You're f***ing me. Why wouldn't they not send me an email?
We're sorry for any inconvenience.
Why would I drive $150 worth of diesel down here just so you could...
So that is the sign on the door of the place that we're trying to get it looked at.
I'm not impressed.
Are you impressed?
Come on, let's go argue.
Okay. So you got anything else to say before I turn this off?
No, it'll just be profanity.
Okay, I'll turn this off then.
Put in a lot of effort.
Yeah, we've driven like 4 hours, something like that. All right.
That thing.
Well, we came up here to complain, and well, that says it's closed, and they say they've been closed Fridays and Sundays. So I don't know why they ever give us
See that? They're watching and laughing right now. There's a whole Big Brother thing going on here. Why would their computer not tell me that when I scheduled an appointment 3 weeks ago?
and it told you that, yep, we're still ready for your appointment.
Sorry for the
yesterday.
inconvenience.
Yeah, having a great day, huh? I'm turning it off.
There's a dude. Let's talk to him.
Oh, hi.
What happened? You guys So it's a damn miracle. I was getting pissed. It's starting to cuss these guys out. And a young man came out of here. He goes, no, I just have the door closed. I'm like, well, what's the sign? He goes, oh, I'm ready. I'm ready now. We're going right in. It's a miracle. Let's do it. Get the door open. Let's go.
There's the door opening now.
Okay, so I've been on a little roller coaster. I don't know that you've been following what's happening here. There's a young guy. I mean, he's like, Johnny, he's your age.
Yeah.
This guy comes out of the building, and I said, well, what happened? Why are you guys all closed and stuff? He goes, oh, I just have the doors closed. I said, what about the illnesses and all? He goes, I just leave those signs up. I said, so you're just hiding in there? And he goes, well, yeah, I was waiting for somebody to show up. And always I tell him I have a 1:30 appointment. It's like 12 o'clock now. And he says, no, it's like 12. Maybe it's 1. I don't know. He goes, oh, I'll do you now. And he's in right now doing it.
12:50
Yeah.
right now, but we have been here 20 minutes.
Anyways, he's in there right now. He's looking at all the stuff, and we had some VIN numbers on this Willie's project. I don't know if you've seen them. They're on the firewall. This has been through inspection before. You get with an older rig, you're going to lose paperwork. This is what's happened to us. In some computer brain somewhere on some hard file, there's going to be some information. that I've brought in papers from my Department of Licensing. They are the third-party independent person who doesn't trust me for it, but they trust themselves. They're all government working together. They all get it organized. They give me some papers. I think I pay $65 for this inspection when I go to get my license plates and stuff for it. So when it's all said and done, it looks like this has worked out for us. So far, I'm positive. They've been goofing me around all day, up and down, up and down. But now we're here. It's taken us months. I was telling this guy that. He goes, oh, yeah. But we're up. We told him where we were from, up where we live. He goes, oh, yeah. He says, that's a horrible one. You'll never get an appointment there. I'm like, yeah, that's why I drove 200 and some miles this morning. He goes, wow.
And why I was frustrated that you had your I'm not here signs.
Yeah, I mean, everything says you're closed and everything. I'm like, why would you guys take an appointment? He goes, oh, that's just the way we do it down here. I'm like, they're so chill. This is good. But I'm just like, man, I thought I was getting the big city screw from a little skitty, but a little city. Anyways, hopefully it works out. Let the kid do his thing. Keep your mouth shut. You have the right to remain silent. Hopefully I have the ability just to...
hopefully you have the ability to stay silent.
Anyways, this is an old building. I mean, this thing's built in the 40s or something.
Yeah, they got red lights.
Yeah, that's the heater, Mary.
I know.
He didn't like it being cold. I said, well, close your door then.
And some ladders.
We'll let you know on the way out. But right there, Mary, that's what you say, at 12 or 13?
Oh, 12.
12.
When we pulled it, I went, 12!
Yeah, anyways, this guy, he's doing a good job. He's been back and forth 4 or 5 times to look at that little piece of paper. Now he's got a magnifying glass.
He's getting his steps in.
Well, like I said, we couldn't read the numbers either. Mrs. Just Enough Garage had the numbers written down. She was pretty confident in herself, but nobody believed her because the picture couldn't verify it. It's been a struggle. You know, when they stamped the numbers, whoever did this 25, 50 years ago, I don't know. They didn't seem to get stamped deep enough. So he's back and forth. Because if he can get that number entered in the computer, he just changes the owner and we're on our way. He's going to try some magic. Some magic chemical he's going to spray on it to try to read the numbers. You know. If not, then they'll just have to reissue a whole new system. That's their problem, not ours.
I'm not sure the guy's face or nothing.
No, we don't want to be rude. This is our adventure. He's got his own thing.
Yeah, he getting tools and stuff out.
No, this is the 3rd or 4th time I've done these. I did this with a 63 Willys CJ5. I did this with a Honda Quad. I've done this with the 53 Ford. I've done it with a 64 Chevy Suburban. I'm doing it with this Willys. I don't even know what year they're calling this Willys because I didn't have any of the paperwork. And they all look about the same for 4 or 5 years. So he will till us. Yeah, he's got some brake cleaner he's rubbing on there with a rag. Pretty exciting.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, he's probably a local guy. He took a local job at the local state patrol and now he's out here dealing with my problems. But he seemed cool, so I'll give him a good wide break. He's doing me a solid. Getting paid to do it, but he's doing me the solid. So we'll let you know how it goes.
I'm doing that. There's number 1. And there's the other one.
So I don't know if you guys can see that. We're going to go up there and check them out. This is a failed nuclear site put up in the 70s by the state of Washington. It failed because we spent millions of dollars and got nowhere through mismanagement. It's quite famous, actually. We were just south of the highway we were on, Highway 12, east-west, Highway 8. We're about 35 miles, I guess we'll be west of Olympia. Anyways, we're on the Keys Road. In case you're a local yokel and you want to come out here and check it out, the Keys Road will drive us right up. So there's 2 nuclear cooling towers that were completed but never completed. We'll go ahead and show them, John. We can see better now. It's raining to beat the band. But anyways, this was done in the early 70s. Hanford's another one that they have a nuclear site. That one was active for years. I believe it's still active. They're the ones that had all the spent rods that they put in the ground and now they're leaching into the water and stuff. A real problem with this nuclear stuff for the disposal. This one never became active. They couldn't get their act together. They just squandered the money and did some construction. Anyways, when we get up here, we're going to take a look at it real quick and show you just how massive these things are. We've been here a couple times before, John, haven't we?
I've been here once.
Okay, this will probably be like my 3rd or 4th visit then over my lifetime. We're in the neighborhood, we stop by, and you can see them from the highway, but you can barely make them out with the fog. It's probably 4 or 5 miles from where we were at. Out here, the rivers are full.
weird. It's like it's raining or something.
Oh, give you an update. So the kid passed off the Jeep, no problem. The title work's done. It's still a 3-year wait, but I got to turn in the paperwork. So as long as I don't lose it between here and turning it in, everything's good to go. It was just a frustrating system that he has it all closed with a closed for the day sign on it, but then he's in there, so whatever. Yeah, this is still a little road. They never even really built a big road up here or nothing.
No, why'd you need a road to your nuclear plant?
Anyways, it goes through a set of woods, and all of a sudden you're on top of this mountain, and it's where they built it. I don't know where they were going to get their water from and everything. Whatever.
That river that we crossed over.
That was a creek, Johnny.
And here we are.
There you go, 3 Mile Island, Chernobyl.
I don't think this is either of those, but yes.
Could have been.
Could have been if they ever finished.
Yeah. They hadn't have wasted the money on it. Whatever they wasted the money on it. Like I said, Google it. I don't even know what the site was originally called. You can just put it up, put that sign there. It says Saptop. That's the place we're at. Here you go, John. Open your window. Shine right up there.
It goes way the heck up there. There's the other one. There's the underneath of the structure, just hollow in them.
You can see the rebar on the top of that tank.
Yeah, so they could keep building that one if they wanted to. And that probably would have been the control center. Oh, they got big holes in the side of that building.
This probably was the reactor building, this big brown and white one.
Yeah.
But there's all kinds of buildings here. It's all, I guess say it's abandoned, but it's really not. They've sold the property. See, so we'll pull in here. I think this has become this little courthouse building for this county or something. There's, if I remember right. Look at this green sign here, John. What is this one? Labs, maintenance. There's still something going on.
Yeah, maintenance.
There's some more construction that was never done. There's some kind of a thing here.
Yeah, just a weird little place. You got all this stuff that was never completed.
Yeah.
A tunnel boring machine.
Yeah, that is now called Northwest Laboratories and Training. So I don't know if it's like a union training spot or what it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then the road ends. This is it. You're down here to this building.
Uh-huh.
No outlet. You got to go back around this way.
Yeah.
Sort of an apocalyptic type.
Yeah, I guess if you ever want to make an apocalypse movie now, you know where to go. Unabandoned parking lot you can't go into.
Yeah, there's some more. There's another view of them. They're massive.
Uh-huh.
Well, this might be it for us, Johnny.
Yeah, might be.
Just enough garage. Thanks for watching. We got to see some old abandoned nuclear towers.
Yeah.
We got to take a Pink Willie's Jeep on a drive. It got to ride. I did the work. It got to ride. Anyways, what a neat little spot if you're out in this area. Come take a look. Otherwise, thanks for watching.